guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I posted like on Instagram and I think TikTok that I was going to do the story times like a couple months ago, and I actually filmed it, but I was in my robe, and yeah, and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna upload that on YouTube, right? Yeah, so this is a story of where when my husband lost over $600 worth of makeup and skincare. Okay, yes, you heard that right. Okay. So, as y'all know, we eloped, okay? And I put out the video of how it went and all that stuff. We had a good time, blah blah blah. But anyways, so let me tell you what happened because I'm a stay-at-home wife, right? So I pretty much like planned the elopement as far as like where we're gonna go. Because I did not want to do it where we live. Um Exactly. I wanted to go somewhere since we're not having a wedding yet. Speaking of which, we will eventually have like a ceremony. Uh, I low key kind of want a wedding because we're Christians and like devout stuff was beautiful, right? So, and it was like she said a prayer with us and stuff like that, but she didn't read from the Bible, the scripture, and I kind of want that. So maybe we would have like the you know because some people say you should, the wedding should honestly be after you get married, like a celebration. Yeah, we're still here. So maybe we could do it like 5 years after. But I don't know. We want to do it after we finish like our home, like how we want our home to be. You know what I'm saying? So that we don't have to worry about doing our house, and weddings are expensive. So and plan a wedding, no. So to take, because he's the one working, to take pressure off him, we just decided, okay, we're gonna elope and then have our wedding ceremony, whatever, later. Okay. So we do still plan on that because I do want my family and friends and stuff like that to be there, right? But we just wanted to get married because I was, what is it called, when God is like, when God is like on you, convicted. Okay, I was convicted because we've been living together for 5 years, almost 5 years, without being married and blah blah blah. So yeah, we had to get married. So I was like, okay, because the only thing that was honestly stopping us from getting married was because I wanted a wedding. And then we just happened, we had an opportunity to own a home, so we chose that route first. Back to the story, right? So I had to figure out the license, figure out the officiant, find out the chapel where we're gonna go and blah blah blah. Um, Figure out the hotel and then plan like while we're there what we're gonna do. So that was on me, which is fine because Nathan is at work. We're gonna take load off him because he's working and I'm at home. I could do that, right? So I did that, and then I also had to make sure, think about what my hair was gonna look like, makeup, like what makeup I was gonna do, and also like finding my dress, and you know what I'm saying. I had to stuff like that to plan and da da da. So I was like, you worry about your clothes. You worry about what you were gonna wear. So I gave him the idea of what to wear. He had a suit, a black suit, and I was like, you could just wear that. That night we left a Friday night, right? That night we left, he found his stuff, blah blah blah. Thinking we're good and stuff like that. He asked me what shoes, and I told him what shoes, blah blah. And I'm thinking we're good and all that stuff. Okay, we got there and stuff like that. The first night we just checked into our hotel and stuff like that, and then we chilled, right? And then y'all saw the plan. The next day we went out. Y'all saw it. Anyways, so we had fun, right? So come time. Oh, we ended up going shopping too. Because we were right. Oh my gosh, where we were at. That's where I want to be. Cause it's like, so where we're at now, it's like not me. because I'm more like a city kind of girl. I'm not really, I could, the suburbs, sure, I could do the suburbs, right? But I like, to be in the city. Nathan is the one who's a small town person, blah, 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 blah. And that's where we are now. Whack, right? But this place where we were at, it was like these people, you know what I'm saying? They were rich. Okay. No, well, I'll say upper middle class. Well, Google would say rich, but I say upper middle class because, inflation. So yeah, those people, it was nice. Okay, a nice movie theater. We were right near a nice two movie theaters actually, two of them. One was like more bougier, and then they were both bougie. But anyways, yeah, one was like more like it was nicer. It was glass, and it was just a vibe. Okay, we didn't get the chance to go to any of the movies. We didn't really get it because there was nothing out that we wanted to see, so we didn't go. And then it was just like cute. It was cute. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see our elopement video, you'll see somewhat where we were at. And there was a mall right across the street. And we went to that mall, right? Okay. That's later, that's gonna make sense. We went to that mall, had a good time or blah blah blah. Then it was the day of our elopement and also the day of which we had to check out of our hotel. Okay? So I'm always late. Okay? Everybody that knows me knows that. I'm always late. Even when I try not to be, I'm always late. So I woke up at like 7:30ish, something like that, right? To get ready because I know how I am. And we had to be at the chapel by 11, right? So woke up that Nathan was still asleep. Okay, getting ready, doing what I need to do, you know, skincare, all that stuff. Getting ready, blah, 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 right? And doing my makeup. And then Nathan woke up around, I think, 9:30, closer to 10, right? And he started getting ready. And then he's talking about he don't have a tie. It was the suit, which had the tucks and also the bottom, right? But he chose some other pants, which y'all, those are the pants that you saw in the photo shoot. And fine, it worked out because of the railroad type feel that we did with the photo shoot. But I literally had told him to wear his tuxedo, but instead the man chose some different type of pants that I'm pretty sure was not hung in his closet, which I told him that's where his stuff was. So I don't know where he found those pants at, but those are the pants that he chose to wear. And I was like, okay. And I was like, so you packed, and the thing is, I asked him, did he pack everything, right? And he said yes. And I was like, you don't have a tie. Okay. All right. I don't have time to think about this right now because we got to be at the chapel by 11. I don't have time. And so I had my stuff was already packed and most of his stuff was already packed too. So I was like, you know what? So we don't be rushing and being late and whatever. Around 10 and 30, start taking out our bags. So that way, you know what I'm saying? Just to, so that way, the only thing that we would have to grab, honestly, is like my makeup stuff, because that's the thing I was doing. And then that's it. And then we could be on our way. 10:30 rolls around. He did that. He took the stuff downstairs, right? And then 10:35, he's still not up. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's like fixing the car to whatever. And then, mind you, the chapel was 40. The chapel was 12 minutes away. So we were planning on leaving 15 minutes 15 minutes, like it was 12 minutes away, so we were going to leave at 10:45 so we could get there by 11 because there wasn't that much traffic, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that much traffic. So that's the time we were gonna leave, right? And so yeah, 10:40 rolls around, he's still not up. And I know my husband. A thought went through my head. Don't tell me he went to the mall to go get a tie. But I was like, you know what? I don't care. Start getting, finish getting ready and stuff like that. So I was ready at 10:45, around that time. That's the time I was ready. Because that's the time we were supposed to go downstairs, blah blah blah, to so we could leave. So he's still not up. So I was like, I called him. I was like, okay, it's 10:45, and that's the time we're supposed to leave. We're supposed to be there at 11. Where are you? What's going on? And then sure enough, he was at Macy's trying to find a tie, talking about, oh, they can't, all the ties that they have is expensive and I don't want to spend that much money on a tie. And I was like, Nathan, I don't care. You're going to choose now to go to the mall to go get a tie? Like, I don't care if you have a tie. I don't care. Like, that should have been thought of when you were packing. And if you didn't do it, we went to the mall. You could have got it then. I was like, you know what? I was like, call the lady and let them know that we're gonna be like 15 minutes late. And then he was like, how am I gonna do that? You're the one who planned it. Obviously, I had the number. He didn't. So I was like, okay, whatever. I hung up. So I called. I was like, hey, so for the first time in my life, I was ready. I was on time, but my husband was tripping. So I was like, hey, so we're gonna be like 15 minutes late. Is that okay? And then she was like, yeah, 15 minutes is fine. Cool. And then what I didn't want them to charge us, right? For being late. And so he 10:50, he's still not here. I think he came like on 11 on the dot. Okay? 11 on the dot. And so I put some stuff like I even organized like, yo, while he was doing all that, I even organized the stuff that he was going to take as far as like the marriage license I wanted to take because I know my husband. He loses stuff. He's not organized. So I wanted to take the marriage license and our rings. I put them together, right? And everything, chargers, like put them together. The last minute stuff that was still left in the room. And then I had the stuff, right? So he just came in and started what I was he just came in and started grabbing stuff, didn't say hey, hi, nothing, and started grabbing stuff and took stuff downstairs, right? So I'm like, okay. And then when I went to the room, I mean when I went to just to make sure we didn't leave anything, right? There was nothing like the chart. I made sure I grabbed the charger. That I made sure I did, and then everything else was he took. I didn't see nothing in the room. I didn't see no, not nothing. So okay, everything good. So I went downstairs, blah blah blah, and we were checking out and stuff like that. Blah blah. He checked out and stuff like that, and I'm over here stressed out. I was like, this lady, we're making her wait. She's gonna make us pay and all that stuff. Mind you, he's the one who stingy with the money. He the one who cheap. But I was thinking about that. So I was in the mood. I really was. And so my sister, Nikki, she was supposed to be there via Zoom. She requested to be there. Nobody else did, but she requested to be there. And I was like, of course. When she didn't see us on Zoom, she was like, "What's up?" So she called, or either I think I called. Oh, she called. I don't remember who called who, but I think she called me, and it was like, So I told her, I explained to her what happened. I was like, he had the nerve. Like he could have packed it, and if he didn't pack it, we went to the mall. He had the nerve to go last minute, literally 30 minutes before, and we had to leave 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, 10:45, he had the nerve to go and try to find a tie, like blah 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 blah. And then she was like, Rochelle, calm down. She was like, One, he's probably nervous. And then she was like, she was just saying this. She was like, y'all are choosing to do right by God. So, of course, the enemy's going to attack. And, of course, he is the head of the household. So, the enemy's going to get him to get to you.
I just remember this. So while I was in the car talking to Nikki, he came to the car and then he remembered he left his suit jacket upstairs. So he had to go back upstairs to go grab it. That's how I know he did not leave my makeup stuff upstairs, because he would, when he went to go get his suit jacket, he would have seen it.
She was like, Rochelle, pray, breathe. And she was like, okay, in fact, where's Nathan? I was like, actually, he's in the hotel thing checking out. I was in the car. And then he was like, okay, when Nathan gets in here, we're going to pray. So I was like, okay, cool. I was still in my little mood or whatever, right? Then, okay, so on our way there and stuff, she was on the ride with us. When Nathan got in, of course, we prayed. And so she was like calming me down and blah, blah, blah. So, mind you, so we finally got to the chapel, right? Remember when I said I set the driver's license and the ring together, and I wanted to be responsible for it because I know my husband? Well, um, we couldn't find the ring, but we were able to find the marriage license. Um, they were together. So I started freaking out about that, and Nikki was on the phone with me, calming me down, and was like, Rochelle, breathe. Rochelle, breathe. Breathe. Like, da 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 da. Out because we're late. But by that time, it was like 11:30 or something like that, right? And we were like, while he was setting up, he was talking to the lady and all that stuff, right? So I ended up finding it. And then I was going into the chapel. The officiant was like, she was nice about it and all that stuff. She was saying like she's not gonna give us like a charge, but she was like, but because the witnesses, they had to wait and stuff, she was like, I would just like, because they had to wait, it would be only be right to send them something. I'm not gonna tell you the amount, just send what you think is fair. Cool, right? So they ended up charging us like I thought. You know what I'm saying? And it was fair. Like we 30 minutes to like 45 minutes of the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So and then the elopement stuff started, right? The ceremony, the it started, we said our vows and all everything, it was great. We said a prayer, blah blah blah. Right? Everything was good, okay? So we were supposed to meet our friends because they're a married couple, right? We're supposed to meet them and stuff like that. And they were supposed to take the pictures. They took our pictures. They look professionally done, I know. But it was Katie and Brian, right? So yeah, so we met with them, right? And we found scenes to where to take the videos and the pictures and stuff like that, right? And Brian, oh my gosh, he was so sweet. They live right down the street, so he went to go get Nathan a tie, right? To wear one of his ties for the photos. Cool. That was so nice. I really do appreciate them and stuff like that, right? And then we were supposed to, after the photos, we were supposed to go out to get food and stuff like that. Anyway, so I wanted to touch up since we met our friends. We know we were going to do the little photo shoot. I wanted to touch up on my makeup, and when I opened the car, my makeup was not there. When I tell you I was heated, I was heated. I was like, and I bought my best makeup too. Like, I bought my everyday makeup, of course, and I bought my best makeup that I knew like the makeup was gonna like do good. You know what I'm saying? Last, and the duration of it was gonna be great. And I'm mad. And I'm very upset because I was like, all this happened because you went to Macy's last minute to go get a tie. I was heated. Yes, I was. And then a lot of products that I also got because I used to work for Sephora, right? So we used to get gratis and the stuff was free and I ended up liking the stuff, right? So we didn't even spend money on some of the stuff. And now to replace it, we're going to have to spend money to replace it. And yeah, I was mad because I was like, like I said, we decided not to have a wedding because we wanted to focus on the house. And now we're going to have to buy makeup to replace the makeup that was lost and my brushes and my skincare. Now it's gonna be extra money that could have gone elsewhere. Mind you, he's the one who is cheap. My husband is cheap. So I was very upset. I was very upset. And then he was getting mad at me because I was mad. I was like, okay, so he's a video gamer. He loves his computer. And I was like, do not tell me to calm down. Do not act like I'm doing too much. Because what if your computer was broken or lost? How would you react to it? How would you react to it? Please let me know. How would you react to it? He was like, I understand, blah, 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 and da, 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 da. And I was like, and all that stuff, because I'm organized. The way I had it in my head was, right, in the morning, I'm getting up and getting ready. Nathan, you normally gets ready is ready before me. So while I'm still getting ready, he could go down around 10:30, take the bags down, and then when I'm done at 10:45 we'd be on our way and things would be situated, right? But that's not what happened. You decided to take a pit stop to go get a tie that should have been in your bag to begin with. And even if it wasn't, again, we went to the store. You could have got the tie then. But you waited until that day of to do that. And now what I think happened was he was rushing at that point. He had to get stuff down, right? Checkout was at 11 and we were leaving the hotel literally on the dot at 11, right? Well, after when it started, it was a little bit after 11. So what I think happened was because he was in a rush, he left my makeup stuff at the counter. That's what I think happened. That's what I think happened. Because that was one of the last things that he grabbed. That's what I think. Okay. And so, yeah, I was very mad. But you know what? I'm not a faker. Like, I don't fake my feelings for nobody. Like, if I feel a certain way, you will know. I don't care. I'm not trying, and it's not like I'm being mean or what. I just show my emotion. I'm not gonna fake. If I'm not happy, even though yes, we were seeing our friends, I'm not gonna act like I'm happy and stuff like that. And that's what he wanted me to do. He was like, "We're meeting our friends. Like, we don't need to act like that in front of them and blah blah blah." And I was like, I literally just found out that my makeup is gone and my skincare and stuff, and you want me to fake it. That's one of the I can't. That's not in me to do. I'm not a fake person. I don't. If I don't feel happy, I'm not gonna act happy. Okay. So I took a deep breath and I prayed and about that, right? And then I told Katie what happened about like my makeup and stuff like that, right? I just found out that I lost my makeup and skincare that cost $5,000. Okay. And I'm supposed to fake it. Like, that's not me. That's not who I am. People know this about me. I don't hide. Like, if I don't feel something, you will see it all over my face. You will see it. And I'll explain. I'm not going to be rude to the people that are there. Like, with Katie and Brian, they had nothing to do with it. But I sure am going to have an attitude with you. Okay. So the photo shoot happened and it started, it was nice. And, by the time I forgot I was just looking, okay, we just got, the thing that is, I was just thinking, we just got married. Okay, the makeup is just things, right? So what's more important is our union that just happened. That's what I had to think of. That's what I had to put in my mind for me not to completely. snap because I was very, very, very upset. Very upset, right? Um, yeah, that's how I lost my husband, not me. My husband lost my makeup and my skincare. And I don't like it's material things, yes, but it's just the fact that we have to spend extra money, like extra money to buy it. That's what I don't like to. It's different when it runs out, then you have to spend. But if it's like stuff that were full bottles, like halfway full and stuff like that, and then now we have to buy it all. And like I told you, a lot of the things were free too. We didn't even spend money on some of this stuff, and now I don't work for Sephora no more, so I don't get gratis or anything. And if I did, it wouldn't be the same products. You know what I'm saying? So it's like unnecessary money spent. Unnecessary money spent. That pissed me off. So yeah, so that was, but that was the time that my husband lost over $500, $600 worth of makeup and skincare, and I was very heated about it. I was, and he told me he was out because he does support me and my social media stuff and the times that I do post on YouTube and stuff. So I was like, this is gonna be a story time. He was like, yeah, just make sure you're not mad when you tell it. And it's been a good. I think I said it in a manner where it wasn't like bad, right? So he was just like, just make sure you're not mad when you when you tell the story. Because, oh my gosh, y'all, I was heated. I was heated for I don't know how long I was heated. And then, let me tell you what. Then, then we went to the carnival fair, the state fair after that, right? And then the brushes that my everyday brushes, I had to, because I was, I didn't some makeup artistry on the side, freelance makeup artistry. So I had like a kit. I had to go into my kit. Like, you have brushes that you use all the time. You know what I'm saying? You used to them. That's your everyday. That's what you go to, right? Those my and then the everyday products that I use, I didn't have. I was very frustrated. I was mad, and then I thought about that too. I was like, I would have my stuff if he was not careless. Like, I was mad for a minute. And I was. But he was true to his word. He was like, we can replace them. And yes, my stuff is replaced. Most of them. There's a couple of skincare products that I have not got. I don't even know if they even carry them anymore. Oh no, there was a Fenty. I bought so many setting sprays because I did not want my makeup to look bad. So I bought so many. And then so the Fenty setting spray is no more, you know. So that one I purchased. That wasn't gratis. But like there's certain things that they don't even carry anymore. And there was some skincare that I still haven't got, like stuff for under, like the eye cream under my eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, so he did for the most part. I got most of my items. I probably have a few more to get. I got a few more to get, but other than that, he did replace.
So, y'all, I don't know what happened to this audio, but basically, that's the end of the story. He replaced all my stuff, like he said. And y'all, don't get me wrong, I love my husband, right? And I do, but that man, ooh, he be stressing me out. He be stressing me out so much. And I was just basically saying, like, I joke around and say I'm his secretary, but honestly, I am his secretary. The man, the man could not live without me. I honestly believe that. Like he needed a wife. And yeah, I love my husband dearly. Oh, God, do what you do with my husband. Please do what you need to do with my husband, cause, or at least give me some kind of patience or something, cause ooh. But yeah, yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching the story time, and please, I do want to post more. Um and that's one of my goals for this year. My number one goal is to get closer to God and get it in the Bible and stuff. That's my number one goal. And then I'm hoping through that God motivates me to do what I know that I should be doing. Like, I'm a stay-at-home wife. I don't really have nothing that stops me, so I don't know what the deal is for me why I don't post. So, yeah, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Please, I need your support to actually, push my stuff. And I know I could have been further along if I was consistent, but Anyways, thank you so much. And I will see you on my next, well, you'll see me. I won't see you on my next video. Bye.